Good morning. For those of you in the room who are over the age of about 40, you remember Johnny Carson, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember Johnny Carson used to have a mystical psychic that would come on, and it was it was Karnak the Magnificent, right? Do you remember? Somebody shake their head, do something, it's going to be a long 4 minutes, okay? So, Karnak the Magnificent. Well, we are so lucky this morning that his second cousin, Barnack, the slightly above average, who is also from the Far East, just outside of Elko, is here to visit with you today, so hang on. What is he doing there? I need, for those of you who remember, this is Eric McMahon. So, Barnack, the slightly above average, will attempt to ascertain the answers contained in, hold on up, these envelopes. Having never seen them before, these envelopes have been kept where?
In a mayonnaise jar.
Where?
Mayonnaise jar.
Where? On the porch of?
Who?
Not important. Funkin' Wagner's porch. May I have the first envelope, please?
There you go.
The handsomest man in all of northern Nevada. And the question that's the answer is, who is Connie McMullen married to? Stand up, Chris. Stand up, Chris. Stand up. Stand up, Chris. Now, you have to admit he is quite the handsome man, isn't he? Now, Chris thought this was going to be all about Connie, but no. You and Connie are a team, like Rowan and Martin, Martin and Lewis, Lewis and Clark, and of course, I can't leave out Governor Sandoval and Attorney General Laxalt. May I have the next envelope, please? $100 bottles of beer on the wall. And the question that's the answer to is, what does Connie reach for at the conclusion of Senior Fest? Connie and the handsomest man in Nevada put on Senior Fest every year. I've been to Senior Fest for 11 years, and yes, they keep inviting me back. You've heard a little bit about Senior Fest. It's a labor of love as it grows every year. It's an opportunity to connect older adults and families to resources and opportunities. They provide free flu, pneumonia, shingle shots, and other health screenings. Connie, however, my hat is falling off, has shown a serious lack of good judgment as she keeps inviting me to do a presentation each year. Although she's always right there along with, everybody say it with me, the handsomest man in all of northern Nevada, is always right there at the side of the stage to tell me my time's up and take the microphone. The vendors at Reno Town Mall are always so excited to have the chance to have thousands of older adults walk through the building spilling drinks and dropping cake on the floor and asking where the bathroom is. Having said that, however, Senior Fest improves the lives of countless seniors and their families. The next envelope. SPAC. What sound does a can of Spam make when you drop it on your kitchen floor? They're not all gems, okay? They're not all gems. SPAC, or SPAC, is the Strategic Plan Accountability Subcommittee on Aging that Connie has chaired now for many years, since before my hair turned dark again. She She is a tireless advocate for older adults and their needs. I have enjoyed testifying alongside her. Could you wear that for me, please? Testifying alongside her at the Nevada legislature and attending countless workshops and public hearings related to healthcare and senior issues. It looks good on it. Now I have to tell you that SPAC, or the Strategic Plan Accountability Subcommittee, went before the Sunset Commission several years ago when they were looking to axe what they considered to be redundant or unnecessary commissions, boards, and committees. When Bill Raggio, moment of silence for someone who really knew his stuff, read aloud who was the chair of SPAC, he actually said during the meeting, if Connie McMullen is the chair, they must be doing some important things. And they kept SPAC going on the strength of her reputation. I remember that. I am pleased to serve on the SPAC committee with her, but I tell you, she runs that committee with an iron fist. She never wants to put me on the agenda because she says I talk too much, and I just go on and on and on and on and on. I don't know where she gets that from. The next envelope. Jane Gruner, the Aging and Disability Services Division Administrator. A smirk from Mary Liverati. Who sometimes wishes Connie would take up a hobby or start playing bingo 5 days a week. Connie has been involved in so many aging and disability-related issues and served on so many committees, subcommittees, and task forces that she probably spends more time than many of the full-time staff at ADSD. Connie will always pick up the phone and call you if there's something on her mind or something she wants to talk about. The list of things she's done with ASD is the Strategic Plan for Integrating Developmental Services and Early Intervention into ADSD, the Olmsted Uptake Planning Committee, the State of Nevada Grants Management Advisory Committee Disability Subcommittee, the State of Nevada Commission on Aging, the Nevada Commission on Aging Strategic Plan Accountability Subcommittee, the Commission on Aging AB 421 Subcommittee, the Commission on Aging Bylaws Subcommittee, the State of Nevada Senior Services Task Force. And that's just ADSD. Shall I go on to Washoe County, City of Reno, or RTC? And the most amazing thing about after I read all that list is that Jane still answers Connie's calls when she calls. I think she may have one of those red hotlines that goes straight to Jane. Now I've learned it is best to answer or to return Connie's phone calls than leave her waiting or not get back to her. Now I have learned that Connie will not answer her cell phone. She gave me the number of her cell phone years ago, but I've yet to talk to her on that number. But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
No.
I have the last envelope. May the bluebird of happiness leave very large goodwill offerings on your windshield. Thanks for that. I smile back. I appreciate that. Whoop. Who you are, not what you do. What is a humanitarian award given for? A humanitarian award recognition is a very special honor because it's not for achieving a specific goal or getting 100 on a test or getting AB 222 introduced and passed during the 2015 legislative session. Yes, Connie did convince the legislator to introduce and support a bill that now, since it passed, will give increased protections to the frail elderly and their families who receive services from facilities for the dependent. A humanitarian award is for who you are. It was an honor to be asked to talk about her, me, from Southern Nevada. And as we know, for all of you in the north, Southern Nevada is known as the dark side. I got in a Star Wars reference, I'm so pleased. But that is who Connie is. She makes sure to include everybody, that everyone's voice is heard. That is why running a news magazine with the handsomest man in Northern Nevada is so brilliant for her. She shares information as a way to make things better for individuals in the community. That is why I am so pleased to be able to include it in this honor for my friend and co-conspirator in the Nevada legislature, Connie McMullen.